Welcome back, everybody, to the channel, and happy Turkey Day to all my fellow Canadians. If you're not Canadian, I guess you're just gonna have to miss out until your Turkey Day. Sucks to suck. Today we're gonna go over just a highlight of some news, more like the use case of Bitcoin, and then we're gonna talk about the surge in Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to continue on this rampage? Are we going to continue to go up? So let's first look at this article here. Crypto uses surge in Afghanistan amid the Taliban takeover. Now, you can have two different arguments, and this article kind of lays out both arguments, the good and the bad of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, of course, you have the Taliban that used cryptocurrency to fund a lot of their operations, which did happen. Now, because westernized governments like the United States and other governments shut down banking for Afghanistan, a lot of Afghans themselves are having issues as well. Now, me personally, I'm Lebanese. I live in Canada. Obviously, I'm born in Canada, but I saw exactly what happened with the Lebanese government and the currency after the blast of Lebanon. It was a pretty significant impact to everybody that was involved. Now, in terms of the crypto benefits, there was a female empowerment group, worked in science and computer science and financial science as well, while looking at finances. So these women learned basic skills, basic computing skills at a digital citizen fund center, also learning how to set up crypto wallets and receive funds. And most of these people are keen and interested in trading and investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using these proceeds, several of these women managed to leave the country after the Taliban captured Kabul on August 15. They were able to use their crypto wallets to transfer money out of the country and help evacuate their families to settle in new countries. Now, Venezuela also saw a similar thing where people were buying goods with Dogecoin. And Keith Carter, an associate professor at the National University of Singapore, which we all know Singapore is a huge proponent for blockchain technology, he says cryptocurrency, if anything, is going to where there is a lack of digital infrastructure and encourage developments of infrastructure by increasing demand of digital services. Now, again, there are risks of cryptocurrency, but there's also risks of fiat money. So, of course, the Taliban did use a lot of cryptocurrency to fund their operations. But on the same token, how much money in terms of United States dollar is used for the same type of thing? This is why we have anti-money laundering and anti-terrorist funding laws. It's very important to have these laws in place to make sure that funds aren't going to the wrong places. We all see the banking infrastructure literally launder billions of dollars a year. So, I mean, it's going to happen no matter what the currency is. On that same token, JP Morgan CEO says Bitcoin is worthless. I'm not even going to go into the article. We all know how I feel about JP Morgan CEO. He's an obvious Bitcoin bear. So, yep, you know what? He can stay bearish. It's fine. Bitcoin is currently on this rampage. If we look at the daily chart, we kind of had a little bit of a slowdown in the last couple of days, but we did trend upwards, which was nice. Now we are at 57,532 as of market opening for today. Now we do have the close in roughly 5 hours, but is Bitcoin going to continue on this path? I think at this point, it's safe to say, I'm comfortable to say bull market's back on. We hit our price target of 52,000 that I said we need to push above 52,000 with some sort of conviction. And obviously we are here way above our 50-day moving average and now shooting up. So at this point, where is Bitcoin going to go? I think most definitely we are going to see that $75,000 Bitcoin. Well, right now, as of right now, and we still have 20 days of this candle close, this is already up 31%. And if we look at the previous candles here, we can see that roughly each one made around 30% of a move. So we're already at 30%, and October is only a week and a bit in. So really, we could be anywhere. But I am thinking we are going to continue on this path. Now, it would make sense if we do go up and then find a retracement up at a higher point. Now, I would say by the end of November, we can probably expect a $75,000 Bitcoin. Most likely see a minor retracement going down into the $70,000 range and then going back up. I don't know how rapidly we'll go up at this point. I guess right now it's showtime, so it's anyone's guess whether or not we're going to peak at the end of 2021 or into 2022. Now, I've firmly stood on the fact that we could potentially go into 2022, and I still stand by that. I still think most likely that's what we're going to see. These dramatic increases are pretty significant. Now, if you look back to 2017 at some of the candles that were showing up in 2017, you did see some moves move at 53%. So we could still be in the starting phases of that where we're not quite seeing as big as parabolic as 2017. But I would say the 30% increases that we're getting now are more so because of diminishing returns. So just to recap, just a couple of weeks ago, we were in the depths of despair for Bitcoin going back down to the 40K range, and now we're up at $57,000. And we're also seeing altcoins really bleed at this point, and most of them are going into Bitcoin. And some of you might be wondering, why exactly is that? And if you haven't been around for the start of this bull market, this is very, very common. What happens is Bitcoin pumps first, Bitcoin takes up the dominance, and the altcoins bleed against Bitcoin. We can see that right now with Cardano and Bitcoin. We did take a look at that in a couple of videos ago, but we are seeing a significant drop here on the Cardano value by Bitcoin. So definitely it'd be a nice time to cash out Bitcoin into Cardano because of the ratio. But right now wouldn't be a great time to sell Cardano into Bitcoin at this point. But most likely this is going to reverse and this is going to go up. We see that as well with Ethereum, even though Ethereum is performing better against the United States dollar, being at roughly $3,500, but it is down in Satoshis, in the Satoshi value against Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind. Right now, Bitcoin dominance is so incredibly high. All the other altcoins are basically bleeding into Bitcoin. Now, with Bitcoin dominance being at a high that I haven't seen in quite a while at 44%, and Ethereum dominance being at a low that I also haven't seen in a while, 17.3%, the market is definitely favoring Bitcoin at this point. And with a $2.4 trillion market cap, Bitcoin is almost $1.1 trillion of that. So it's a huge amount of money right now in the crypto market. Now, that being said, this only makes for a great buying opportunity for some altcoins. For example, I'm picking up a little bit more Solana because it's down to 143. Now, again, it's not a great price because look how extended this chart is, but it is still an okay time to keep accumulating, especially as Bitcoin is pumping the way that it is. I think at this point, a lot of people are kind of breathing a sigh of relief, especially the ones that kind of bought up here, bet everything, bet all the cards. But they also had to have diamond hands to hold through all of this bearish times, all of these bearish charts that we've gone over, and continuously being toyed with the chart. But this is a lot of what cryptocurrency is going to bring you. If you survived this and you lasted this whole kind of pathway that Bitcoin has went from going to all-time highs to going to rock bottom prices, going down to the 50-week moving average, and then going back up to now, comparable to a lot of our prices that we had hit at the peak of the bull market. So at that point, if you have held, congratulations. This is cryptocurrency. This is what you're in for. If you have the constitution and the stomach to hold, you're going to do very well in this market. Trust exactly what you research. And make sure, even when you hear something that I say, I'm not a financial advisor, so take it with a grain of salt. And again, do your own research. Again, happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadians. And if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we are turning the corner. We're going into a bull market. So get ready. It's going to be a wild ride. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. But we'll hodl together. All right, everyone. Happy hodling.